Hey, welcome back everyone. It is time for another red hot cover call video. What I want to do is show you how I look at charts because charts tell me a story. Now, before we get going, if you have never been to my channel and you like what you hear today, I want you to subscribe to the channel. I come back every single week, try to show you timely and relevant cover call trades, dividend purchase trades to up your game. And hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. Now what we're doing is this. I'm showing you how I see the charts. I always tell you that you need to trade the range. I've been watching some YouTubers out there and they're afraid to trade certain stocks largely because of their stock price. Well, whether a stock's trading for $5 or $50 or $500, you have to have confidence in the company, and then you have to have confidence in its trading range. Now, I will call a stock's trading range its sandbox, because when the stock is trading in a certain range, well, we want to identify what that is. We want to identify the high, the mid, and the low. And the reason for that is very important, because what we want to do is get involved when the stock is trading at the mid. Worst case, we trade it at the bottom. What happens so many times, traders will get involved when stocks are absolutely parabolic moving because they are afraid of missing out. They call that FOMO, and what I call it is a sucker's trade, because ultimately Wall Street loves suckers and suckers buy at the highs. I want you to just take a look at this simple trade. Nvidia rocked to 140, and if you were to overlay the Keltner channel, you would see that it is outside of its trading range. See, we try to break everything down to its trading range. Now, it's not all perfect, but look, nobody has a crystal ball and nobody's going to be perfect. So when we use trading indicators like the Keltner channel, we could actually see where a stock is trading in the high of its range, the mid of its range, and the low of its range. Now we could take a look at Nvidia, and it becomes very clear when Nvidia trades outside of its range. This is red hot. What's going to happen is a pullback. There's no denying that Nvidia did make a beautiful run higher. And if you were a part of that, I tip my hat. But for those that got involved at the tippy top, 143, well, yeah, it pulled back to 132. That is one heck of a move if you're involved at 143. Now, Nvidia has continued to go higher. It is one of the greatest stocks on the planet. But if you're investing in some dog stock that you got a tip, you are going to be broken when it rallies higher, and then, of course, it peels back. So look at this move. Back in June, it rallied to 145. And when it traded outside of its Keltner channel top line, sure enough, they were going to pull it back, and they did, to 95. Okay? Now, I understand stock market was peeling off pretty heavy, and Nvidia being very volatile moved with it. When you're trading outside of a stock's trading range, and that's where that was, guess what? You might be left holding the bag. So what we like to do is find stocks that are not trading outside of their range, and what we want to do is find that sandbox, because we can bank on a sandbox trade. So here is Nvidia's high. Right now, here would be Nvidia's low. And of course, we can go right down the middle to find that mid-range, and it's really as simple as this. So let's take a look at how I see the chart. So first of all, what do you see? The first thing I always look for is the last time a stock broke resistance. Now, resistance is a technical term where a stock is trying to go higher, and then maybe it doesn't break resistance. And when it doesn't break resistance, they sell it off until it can break resistance. And then when it moves higher, well, at that point, this resistance could become new support. So, very first thing I do is I look for the last resistance. And that's going to be back in August. So we've had many months ago for which this happened. Well, notice what happens once it tests resistance and it cannot break it, Wall Street sells it off. Now it's trading again, right? It's trading again. And can it break resistance? It does break resistance. And now you could see it's going higher. Now notice it has not traded below resistance since then. So that is going to become potentially our new support line. This is very important because we are going to talk about the 132 price for which it's trading in and around right now. As it's going higher, it's finding a new high, it pulls back. It moves higher, it pulls back, and guess where it is looking to find support? This is where it broke resistance, and notice this is now support. And you can see it rallied again and now it's fallen back, and look where it has basically found itself. This is what I love to do. I love to find a stock's trading range, this being the bottom of its range right now. And of course the mid. Now we're going to talk about the midline and the bottom here in a second. What I want you to understand is this. If you're going to sell premium, you're going to write covered calls or sell cash secure puts, you have to plant your flag somewhere. Look, nobody has a crystal ball, but we have to plant our flag somewhere. Because, like I've heard on YouTube, people don't want to play stocks. They don't want to play these stocks because they're too pricey or they just don't understand it. Well, here is where there's opportunity. See, although Nvidia is trading for 136 right now, just because it's trading for 136 doesn't mean you can't trade it. This is absolutely a beautiful setup. In fact, it's holding support rather well at 132. I am going to have to plant a flag if I want to trade Nvidia. Look, you can sit here on your hands all you want. Had you said, I'm going to sit on my hands right here because I think it could fall further, well, you'd have missed that run. And then when it pulled back and you say the same thing here, you'd have missed that run. And now as it's moving lower, you might be sitting there saying the same thing again. Now, I don't know if it continues lower. We don't know where the stock market goes. But I have to plant my flag somewhere. So what I'm going to do is this. I think planting a flag for Nvidia at 132 is a good idea for me. What we're going to do is this. We could do a couple things. We could use Nvidia. And what we do is we say, okay, I don't want to actually own the shares. So what you do when it's trading in and around what you believe to be support is, and I believe that's going to be 132 right now, I might come down a little bit, maybe even $10, and do a cash secure put. You can still get great premium because Nvidia is a high IV stock. So $10 lower, which means if I thought Nvidia's support was 132, I could possibly get its shares at 122, which is awesome because it's a great place to plant our flag. Now look, if you go back to what could be real support here, because notice it tried to break resistance, fell, and then it breaks through, it has not traded in this area in and around 122. So worst case scenario, 122 in the short term. A more modest or reasonable support line is 132. Now I believe you're getting in cheap either way, because it's Nvidia, there's no earnings, and quite frankly, as long as the stock market's trading sideways to higher, they're not going to sell this thing off too much. Their chips are in demand, and even with all the tariff talk, at the end of the day, AI is moving forward. Everything's about AI. I'm driving through Silicon Valley just the other day, AI banners everywhere. Now you say, hey, that's a bubble. This could be a bubble. What I'm going to tell you is this is the first ending of that bubble, and there's opportunities. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use that idea using not Nvidia. I am going to use its 2X levers ETF, NVDX. I want you to take a look at the screen here. Notice this is NVDA. This is Nvidia, the one-for-one stock. Does the X stock look the same? Take a look. Sure does, doesn't it? That absolutely mimics Nvidia. See, a lot of people won't use the leveraged ETFs to these stocks because they're fearful of their moves. Notice that NVDX is down 3% and Nvidia is down 1.6%. Now, when these things tumble and they fall, yeah, these things are incredibly volatile. So in this case, when Nvidia had traded for 142 and it fell to 136, that right there is an 8-point fall. When we look at NVDX, on a percentage basis, you can see it falls from 18 to 1680. On a percentage basis, that is incredibly volatile. So a lot of people might not want to play the X version, but I will, because I understand that what we're talking about here is just a 2X leverage move, but we're playing the underline, which is Nvidia. This gives me a great opportunity to get involved with Nvidia and not really spend as much. Because right now, NVDX is trading for 1680 and Nvidia is trading for 136. So I only need a little bit of money to get involved in this action with NVDX. But it is a 2X leverage ETF, so you have to understand that. If you have problem with volatility, then you will not be able to trade NVDX because it moves incredibly up and down. Getting back to Nvidia. Looking at this chart, this is pretty incredible because every single time it bounces in and around this little sandbox here of support, meaning from 136 to 132, we could pretty much plant a flag. Now that means we could buy the shares, we could do a put. We could also get involved with NVDX, do the same thing with it. So what I'd like to leave you with is this. When you've decided to get involved in a stock or ETF, what I really want you to do is look at the chart first. What I'd love you to do is pull up that Keltner channel and see where it's trading. Find its range. And its range is not the top and the bottom of the Keltner channel. You're going to find these ebbs and flows where you can actually use them as trading ranges. This is clearly a trading range. You could see the bottom and you could somewhat pick the top. So that's how I'm going to trade it. I love that we can do this on most free stock charting websites. I'll leave you with this. If you're interested in anything that I'm doing, I would love it that you bang that like button. But more importantly, if you did not feel comfortable in stock selection or ETF selection, you could join the membership and all you do is just follow me. The phone app shows every single trade that I put on. And you can see right here, I put on 3 trades for my kids. I'm always trading my kids' accounts. We're going to pay some $70,000 on capital gains taxes. That's not going to be pretty. But hey, if you pay taxes, that's a good thing. If you feel like you're having problems or any sort of apprehension trying to pick trading range on a lot of the ETFs that we trade, stocks that we trade, you can follow my trades. A lot of people copy them now because I put my real money in the game. This is my retirement. I am trading my retirement because I retired at 55. And if I'm not good at this, then I'm going to have to go back to the 9 to 5. And we're not going to do that. So I trade all of my money. So you can see that all of these are real trades and not some fake guru, one stock purchase, and then send you an email as if they loaded up. Look, these are real trades where I write covered calls and sell cash secure puts, and we do the poor man's covered call. I do a lot of weekly covered calls. I like the 2-week as well. We want to have our cash flow turning over for us, and ultimately, we take those covered call premium profits and buy dividend paying stocks. That is my methodology when it comes to all of this. You become a member, you see me sell premium, writing covered calls, selling cash secure puts, taking that profit and buying the dividend paying stocks for monthly passive income. Also, as a member, you get incredible amounts of exclusive videos that I do for the members. And we talk about everything that I don't talk about here on YouTube. So what I want you to do is go to cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, and get your 1 free month offer. Hey, look, happy holidays, and let's make 2025 even bigger than 2024. Get ready for my next video because that'll be my year-end video, and we're going to talk about all those numbers and all those dividends. Hey, look, cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, and get your 1 free month offer. Be safe, be healthy, most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.